let's talk about my macronutrients and my exercise routine that I'll be following during this phase that I'm calling the recomposition phase, which transitions me to the other topic that I need to talk about in this video, which is very weird to switch from one to the other, but then kind of intertwines in the end. Next, I'll be talking about what I've been doing as my workout routine. But before we get started, please do consider subscribing to the channel. It really does help a lot. About 80% of you guys aren't subscribed to the channel yet, so that can mean that there's a lot of you guys that come back to my channel and watch my stuff, or there's a lot of new people out there. Hi, how you doing? If you guys are new here, or if you haven't yet, please do consider subscribing to the channel. It really does help a lot. Please and thank you. Basically, this specific workout schedule that I made up for myself and my siblings actually is what I've been following since I started powerlifting. So that's my main source of exercise. For those who don't know what powerlifting is, a simplified version is you focus on 3 compound movements with the barbell, which is the chest bench press, which is the back squat, and the deadlift. So the goal is to lift the heaviest amount of weight possible for 1 rep. It seems simple enough, but when your goal is to lift 2, 3, 4, 5 times your body weight, of course you have to have specific training, specific exercises, specific strengthening to be able to hit your goals. So I specifically revolved my exercises around those 3 main lifts: the bench press, the squat, and the deadlift, along with the military press. It's called the compound movement because it hits more than 1 muscle group. And for someone like me, and maybe some of you guys who are trying to lose weight, it's actually optimal to do compound movements and focus on more than 1 muscle group rather than focusing on each individual muscle group to not only strengthen the main muscles for that said movement, but also the accessory muscles for that movement. And because you're using more than 1 muscle group, your body needs to exert more energy, your body needs more fuel to do that movement, hence burning more calories versus training 1 muscle group at a time. This is another topic that I feel like I can expound on more, especially with questions like, when should I work out? Which exercise is the best? Should I do this before that? Should I do this versus that? I'm sure that if you guys have questions, you guys can always Google it, but if you guys want to hear from me, if you guys want to hear my opinion on it, leave a comment down below. Maybe we'll do it in a future video. Going back to what I was talking about, my schedule based on my powerlifting is comprised of 5 days, quote unquote. On Mondays, I have my chest and tricep day. On Tuesdays, I have my deadlift days, which is my back and bicep days. On Wednesdays, I have my military press days / my shoulder days. On Thursdays, I have my squat days, which is my leg days. And on Fridays, I have an accessory day, which is basically a whole body workout, but without the main lift. So on that day is the only day that I focus on 1 specific muscle group at a time. But then since I'm doing a whole body workout, it's the same reasoning behind doing compound movements versus isolating 1 muscle group. So I kind of put a disclaimer on 5 times a week because honestly, I've been skipping my accessory day a lot, but I was still consistent with working out 4 times a week, which is why it still led to my weight loss results. So this is where the 2 come hand in hand. In theory, yes, you can just do one versus the other. You don't have to exercise if you're already dieting. You can put yourself in a calorie deficit, meaning given that you eat the same amount of food every day, if you burn enough calories, you can put yourself in a calorie deficit, hence lose weight. Or you don't exercise at all, but you eat less amount of food that your body needs to maintain its weight, hence it loses weight. But of course, I'm sure you guys already know this, ask any health professional out there, a healthy lifestyle is consistent of a healthy diet partnered with exercise. So it's always best to have both, and it really helps to have both when you prefer one over the other. So when I first started in January, I just started getting back in the gym, and in the beginning I had my 1 1/2 cup of rice, I had my 1/4 plate of protein, and as much fruits and vegetables as I could 3 times a day. And then I consistently also had my workout 4 times a week. So around the beginning of March, I believe, I went from 210 to 200. So that's a healthy weight loss, 1 pound per week. But then I noticed I stopped losing weight that week. I had the ability to choose one of the 2 options. It's either I increase my exercise, so that could mean either increasing the intensity of my exercise, increasing the amount of exercise, increasing the time of my exercise. Actually, from that 4 times a week, if I increased it to 5 times a week, that would have been enough to give me more of a calorie deficit. Or I could reduce the amount of food that I was eating. And at that time, I didn't want to increase the amount of exercise I was doing because I was lazy. And at the same time, I noticed that I was more than full when I had my 1 1/2 cup of rice. Even on the days, which were very common, that I didn't have enough fruits and vegetables as my fillers for the carbohydrates, I noticed that it was still a lot of carbohydrates on my plate. So instead of increasing the exercises from 4 to 5 weeks or increasing the intensity, putting more effort into my exercises that I had been, I decided to get rid of that half cup of rice. So from then on, I went down from 1.5 cup of rice to 1 cup of rice. I maintained everything else with both my food and my exercises, and then I started to lose weight again. So this is why it's not only important to do both at the same time, exercise and dieting, it's also the smart thing to do, and it's also very helpful, especially when it comes to that point where you need the extra push. It also kind of connects to the saying, don't put all your eggs in one basket, because you have 2 baskets of eggs that you can kind of take from, one or the other. Because if you only have 1 basket full of eggs, you come to the risk of, for exercise, overexerting yourself, which can lead to exhaustion, fatigue, maybe even injury, God forbid. Or for dieting, where you reduce your amount of calories to a point where it's unhealthy and you're eating less than what your body actually needs to stay healthy, where you're still having a sufficient amount of nutrients coming in and still losing weight that can be beneficial to your body rather than damaging it. Alright, so to wrap things up, there's a lot of things I could dive into both topics, whether it be dieting or exercise, that I would love to talk to you guys about, but I feel like this video is long enough, so I'll leave it at that. But to summarize everything for myself, I'm starting off this summer shredding challenge with a recomposition. I'm gonna try my best to gain as much muscle mass as I can while still losing weight, having a reduced amount of food, but still at the same time increasing the quality of my workouts. So if right now I'm at 50% of my workout, I'll maybe increase it to 60% or 70%. I'm not gonna go the whole 100%. I'll explain that in a future video, why I never go 100% on anything. That sounds bad, but it'll make sense in the video, I promise. I'm gonna keep pushing myself 70% in my exercises, doing my best to outperform my performance from the previous week or lift more weight than I did the previous week. So I forgot who introduced it to me, but I use an app called a Wendler app. So this is perfect for bodybuilding programs or powerlifting programs, to be specific. It calculates how much weight you need to lift, and it decreases it every week for you automatically, so that you don't have to constantly be computing what you need to lift the next week. Although you can just do it yourself, like if you did 10 reps this week, do 11 reps the next week, do 12 reps the next week. I just like using the Wendler app because I am lifting a specific weight that is correlated to the plates that we put on the barbell. It's a big time saver and a big stress reliever of me having to calculate how much weight I need to lift this week to beat my previous record. So that's one way I know that I'm improving on my muscle mass. Oh, I also wanted to leave you guys with some homework every week. I guess if you guys are following the series, it would be cool to have some homework that you guys can be improving on along the way. I guess my homework for you guys this week would be either try to make a workout schedule for you, or trying to implement either the hand portion sizes or the healthy plate / the pinggang Pinoy in your own meals every day. Again, for both, just try and ease into it. It doesn't necessarily mean that if you make a workout schedule, you gotta stick to it 100% like I did. For the healthy plate / the hand portions, maybe try it for 1 meal a day. Or for the workout schedule, just planning the workout schedule without even actually doing it yet is good enough progress. Like I said in the first video, guys, it's always about making that first step, whether it be big or small. So if you can do your workout schedule right away, or if you can follow the hand portion / the healthy plate, good on you, keep it going. But if you mess up here and there, if you feel overwhelmed or if you feel pressured, don't sweat it. It's okay, it's just the beginning. We're trying to develop healthy habits here, so you're not gonna get it off the bat. It is gonna take consistency though, so whether it be once a day or once a week, as long as you're consistent and as long as you do your first step, big or small, I know that's gonna be a good enough start for you guys to be moving towards a better version of yourself. Alright, that's it for this video. Again, leave a comment down below on what you guys think I should talk about. I see a lot of bullet points here that I want to still talk about, which is pretty exciting because it means that there's a lot more videos coming. Follow me on Instagram at @albperalta. I'm a bit more personal there. I post stories almost every day, and I post when I have a new video out here on YouTube, so that's one way to get notified, other than of course subscribing to the channel. Again guys, it really does help a lot. Leave a like on this video if you like it, that's what the like button's for, and check out my other videos on this channel while waiting for the next video to come out. I have a lot more sneaker reviews, challenge vlogs, personal vlogs, unboxing videos, gaming videos, anything and everything in between will be on this channel. And that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys when I see you. Bye guys.
the night is cold.